I'm Kat.
From Day After Day Gaming. Here to bring a new Kickstarter game called Posthuman Saga. We're going to do an unboxing today. Probably not any gameplay. My hair's all messed up.
Well, I can't hawk, so...
Yes, Kat here has just had her wisdom teeth taken out, so she will not be talking very well today.
Well, yeah. The only thing I can seem to say is suffering succotash, selling like Sylvester.
Okay, Sylvester the cat. Are you after your Tweety Bird?
Well, that's my little sister, and no, I'm not after her right now.
That's your little sister, is Tweety Bird?
Yeah.
Okay, so, anyway, coming up on Posthuman Saga. So, it is a game by Mighty Boards. It is a primarily competitive game. So, there is a single-player mode I haven't actually looked into yet. There's also a 2 to 4 player... I think it was 2 to 4 player. Look on the back of it. See what it says. Sorry, I got to look at it all. Make sure. I think it was a competitive, 2 to 4 player competitive, and then team competitive mode, I believe, was the other mode.
2 to 4 players, competitive or team versus.
Yeah, team versus. That was the other term they used, team versus. So you can play this solo. Not sure how it plays solo. I haven't actually watched any gameplay on it. Today we're just planning on doing the unboxing. And you can play it 2 to 4 player competitive or team versus. So we haven't even opened up the box. This came in probably a week or two ago.
No, I wasn't here.
Yeah, she wasn't here. It was during the Christmas or winter vacation for the girls that it came in. But it's here now, so we figured we'll show it off.
Can I open it now?
Sure. Why don't you take... So we have the Deluxe Edition. I'm not sure if that's all the Kickstarter editions or if I happen to get a slightly upgraded one, because also got an expansion called Resistance. Bring the box back up. People might want to see the back of the box. Not there. That's not going to show anybody anything. Oh my gosh, you got a camera right there. Put it there. She just probably forgot how to do everything, being on winter vacation from school.
I don't forget everything.
So that's the back of the box. There are some figures for playable characters, I believe. Maybe a boss, I don't know. Yeah, there are at least 5 characters. And there's an expansion with some extra stuff in it. And then I also got this extra grouping of random stuff that was in the box with it. So I'm guessing these might be Kickstarter add-ons or something.
Can I open the box now? Or take the plastic off?
Sure, you can take the plastic off. Now there is the actual game. If you flip that over, does that look like the other box you just looked at?
Let's find out. Yes.
Yes, okay. So in the deluxe box, we have the game box itself. And then you'll see the other one underneath now is the Deluxe Components Edition. So, want to name me that one? Can you name me that? I can't reach it. Yeah, it's too far away. Okay, I got it. All right, so the Deluxe Edition, put that back down for people to see. You actually have a 3D buildable fortress that you put in the middle of the map. And then you have some, I guess, upgraded tokens here.
Okay,
and then maybe I don't know what that figure is there, but there's also a figure there with...
That looks like another character.
Is that dice?
It looks like a doll.
Could be.
It looks like a scary doll. It looks like a female version of Chucky.
That's right up your alley, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Chucky's scary.
Nah, just you.
Yeah.
So while you're opening that one, I'll open up the premium components. How about that? And we do have a close-up camera right down here today that we wanted to add onto the stream today in case we have anything that people want to see.
Okay, well, he's ranting about whatever. I'm going to open this. Well, apparently he's not ranting.
Well, you said you were going to open it.
Yay! So this is what opening the box looks like, apparently. There's a game catalog on top for Mighty Boards. I'm going to hand that over to you. And here we have the rule book.
But these are other games that they make, I guess. It looks like Tetracore, Knights of Fire Battle for Budapest, and Vengeance Director's Cut. And it has 2-page folder Posthuman Saga.
And then this seems to be our nice big rule book. And there seems to be a lot going along with this game, apparently. Lots of cards, and yeah, the 5 playable characters. Dice, and those pegs are actually markers.
What is?
They're markers.
What are markers?
The pegs.
The pegs are in this deluxe box?
There's also loose cubes and counter cubes.
Loose cubes?
You heard me.
I said boost cubes. Little twang on there.
There seems to be a lot going on, and the board actually kind of looks interesting. Looks like...
Oh.
What?
It's clamshell.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We'll get to that next. I unlocked it.
Unlocked?
I unlocked it, yes. I unlocked it by taking the plastic off, and it's got a magnet. I figured out the contraption of the magnet to open it up later. Okay, I'll get my drink. Go ahead.
Thank you. It still's nasty. Okay, and it looks like... Okay, I can't describe this. I'm in a book. Oh, apparently there's 70 stories.
Are there?
Yeah,
Oh.
it says 1 through 70 right in front of this.
So, from my understanding of how the game works, we'll bring out the board and kind of show everybody what it looks like here. But there's kind of 4 quadrants on the board. So if you're playing teams, it's like one side versus the other side from where the castle is in the middle.
Yeah.
Or competitive is you have your own kind of territory of 5x5 squares to fight on if you're playing like a 4-player competitive game. I don't know how solo works, so that's still, I got to figure out how that works. Oh yeah, character boards are little peg boards, aren't they? I see. You want to continue? Why don't you pull out the stories and see what's under that?
Lots of pop-ups.
What's the thing in the plastic thing on top?
This looks like Solo Mission.
What is it? Let me see.
I'll start getting all the poppable thingies out. Okay, I have to say something. This guy in front of the rule book looks mostly human, as you can tell. Except when you get to his arm, which looks infected. Quite, actually. He's got 3 fingers instead of 4. Because the thumb is not a finger.
Okay, maybe he lost one in battle. I don't know.
Well, the fact that his hand is
maybe he's turning into a zombie. I don't know.
He might be, considering there's spikes coming out of his hand. His fingers have become claws. He's all bandaged up. He's trying to hide the arm. He doesn't seem very interested in what I'm saying.
I'm just looking at the rule book. You're just talking. I don't even hear you now.
Well, that's no fun.
You can't do that very well.
No,
all
I
swollen.
can't. Oh, whatever. We got
Still
a
get
bunch
over
of poppables. We got a bunch of poppables. Yay!
Oh, yeah. 5 boards or so? Maybe 6?
Let's see. 1, 2, 5.
I was right. I said 5, and I was right. Uh-huh.
Let me look.
Well, here's solo mode. It's all the way in the back of the book.
Well, based on these, it looks like there's multiple areas to go through, and they also come with their own equipment, seems to be, because these are all different for the most part, and they all seem to have different icons in the corner, and some of them actually match up to icons down here, like this has a bullet over here, and that maybe means random with the gear that's multicolored. Some of these have cans, probably like food or something.
So I think this plays a lot like a lot of the other board games where you place tiles down, like on a set map. When you flip them and show what there is, like you get the items or the whatever's on the tile, you get those for the game. So I guess like the money or the, what is that, tire? Shopping cart? I don't know what all the different icons are.
Tire, shopping cart, a beaker. Wait, that's not a beaker. Is it? No, it is not. It's a flask.
That is a flask.
I should know this. I'm in chemistry.
I know, right?
And then there's gears and bullets and cans and stars and what looks to maybe be an alcohol bottle. And pills. And eyes and tents.
Pills.
Pills.
More pills.
It's probably health counters or something.
Probably are some sort of counters of health or something. I was trying to see if they told you in the book what all of them were.
And apparently it seems that some...
Those are meds. So the cans are food tokens. The bullets are ammo tokens. The pills are med tokens. The bottles are booze tokens.
Thought so.
There's books that are book tokens. And then there are mutant threat markers that look like a green mutant thing. What are you looking at now? Numbers? I don't know what the numbers are.
Well, probably story missions, considering I think there's 70 of them.
Oh, could be. Maybe you can remember which one you're on or something.
Yes, I think the other ones are on this next sheet. Yeah, because here's 68, 69, 70, Yeah, all the other numbers are on this one.
Yeah, 70 story tokens. You're right. It's 70 story tokens.
70
4 camp tokens, 16 landmarks, 4 visible mutation tokens.
And there seems to be little people that walk around.
Tokens. Yeah, they're 20 character tokens, 4 per character. There's some experience tokens. Those look like houses, I guess, with numbers under them. I think.
Wait, I know where those are. Hold
no,
on.
Those are mission tokens.
Give me a second. I know where those are.
Yeah, like there's a 20 XP token top left there.
Yeah.
Those are XP tokens. Those other ones are broadcast tokens. They look like radio towers.
These, I think, right?
Yeah, those are broadcast
the ones
tokens.
that kind of look like airdrops whenever you're trying to airdrop something from one device to another.
Sure. We'll go with that.
You don't know what I'm talking
Then there's
about.
morning tokens, which have a circle. They're white tokens with a circle in the middle. I can't see what circle is, and then like a 3/4 arrow going around it.
Don't see that one.
Really?
Can I see?
Maybe on the back of some of the other ones.
Probably.
Well, it's on the first board. The one that's underneath the other one. On the box.
Not those.
Oh, they're the back of the character tokens, I guess.
Well, the characters that don't have icons on them.
Gotcha, okay.
And apparently all the books are on the front here.
Yeah, that. Oh, and then there's some. Oh, those are scavenge site tokens. The shopping cart, the gear token, the tire token, and the flask are considered 64 scavenge site tokens. It looks like you put tokens inside a bag to randomly draw them, so there must be bags in here that you put tokens in.
Probably.
And there are 64 terrain tiles.
Yeah, I would say so. Considering there's 13 here, there's 13 here, there's 13 there, there's 13 there, there's 12 there. Well, there are 13, but one of them's a blank extra tile that says so right there.
Well, at least they told you what it was. You don't want to be confused.
Well, yeah, it could be used for something, like you're supposed to make your own.
So if there's 64 tiles, though, your character board, like on here, there's 4 quadrants with 25 tiles each.
Mm-hmm.
That would be enough for 100 tiles. So I guess you don't fill up all the tiles in the gameplay, I guess.
Would make most sense, actually.
I wonder if you can ever have a game that'll go that long, though, where you'd, like, fill up something.
Well, that, and these are all different. Like, these top one right here is entirely forest.
What's on the back? Are they all orange?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So they're all randomized. You don't know what's in them.
Correct.
That's good, though. There are a lot of games we played.
Here's the desert.
Not that we've streamed it, but I think City of Kings.
I have not played that in a while.
Yes, well, I know we played them, but that had a tile game where there were like 2 different sets of tiles. One was like grassland tile, and one was like mountain tile. So they had different backs, and you did them at random to flip them and get rewards out of them.
City. The next one is mountains. I'm going to guess, considering the picture is mountains.
They look like mountains, and I see snow top on top of some of them. So.
And this last one with the last 12 are just miscellaneous for the rest of them.
Oh yeah.
3 mountain, 3 city, 3 desert, and 3 forest. So it's probably evenly split about 16 different tiles for each section.
16 each would make 64, so that would make sense.
If you're playing 4-player, maybe it's 16 per player.
Maybe.
Because maybe you separate the forest out. The forest like one quadrant or something like that.
We will try to read the instructions and maybe try it. Either I'll try to stream it solo one day, or if she feels like losing, maybe I'll play her in competitive.
I'm not good at playing against other players, especially him. I can beat my sister and maybe beat
I mean, you did beat me in the 7th guest game that we played, but that was more luck than anything.
Duh! It was entirely luck. The fact that my last card I pulled was like, you can skip this one and go on to the next one. And then I instantly won. Also because all my rooms happened to be connected. It was like, go from here. Oh wait, I can teleport there from the room I'm in. I got a board. I got a board.
I moved that out of the way a little bit. Let me have the tiles. I'll move them over here.
Here's the tiles. And the rule book.
That's right here for now. That is the board. Ooh, it's big. I don't know if you can fit it all on the camera right now. Oh, it's another set of layers. Okay, let me pick this up.
Here's half the thing.
You might be able to show more of it now. Keep going. Lift up that side.
So this thing doesn't even entirely fit on our thing we have up right now. Considering it is longer than my arm. That is kind of sad for me.
It is a pretty big board overall.
Well, it kind of makes sense now because I was thinking it was going to be smaller, and then I'm like, that doesn't make sense because these things would have to be really big.
Yeah. So you can kind of see like the top quadrant up here. You see it's a 5x5 there. So you have this castle area kind of in the middle of the map here in these 4 yellow squares. That we actually have in the other thing. We'll show it off here in a minute.
Oh, it tells you how many players it's supposed to be.
Oh, does it?
Well, yeah, because these are for single player.
Okay.
These are for 2 to 3. And all 4 of them are used in 4x4. So I guess you only use half the board when you're playing solo.
No, it's possible.
Interesting. And then apparently on both sides they have a round order telling you it's morning, day to night.
So that's if you're doing team versus. So what you do is you'd lay this. So 2 people would be on like the top side of this table, right? You'd have 2 players, one on this side, one on this side over here, and then the other team will be down on that far end using those 2 sides. So you have like one side versus the other side. That's how team gameplay works. And when you're playing, I guess everybody is by themselves. You're playing a competitive instead of versus, team versus. You just have one quadrant for each player. So there'd be one each for 4 players, or I guess 3 players. You just have 3 of them being used. I would assume.
Yeah.
And there's round counters on this side. What's on that side? I can't read it.
Victory points.
Oh, victory points. Okay.
There's also mission VPs, I think.
VIP mission?
No, VPs.
Oh, VP mission? That's probably victory point missions.
Yeah, probably. And that are recon objectives. Then you have events here in player order.
Ah. Oh, that must be what the player tokens are for. You said you saw player tokens. It probably shows you the order the players go in when they play.
And you also have these rounds up here, which you probably can't see, but all these rounds are numbered 1 through 16. They also have different spots. So it looks like they have a signal symbol. And then they also have lightning bolt. And the lightning bolt seems to be events because that's what this thing in the corner says. I'm so smart, Daddy.
Good for you.
I'm not sure what the other things.
Okay, well, let's move that out of the way. So it is a pretty big board, so if you're going to play this, you're definitely going to want to have a pretty good sized table.
Ah, I hit the thing.
But you're going to want to have a pretty good sized table to play it on. At least long, because it takes up more space this way if you're playing like on opposite sides of the table. It folds up pretty well, though, for putting away.
Yeah.
All right.
Other random
Switch you back
stuff
the
in the
box. I'll take that. Put that over here for now. I want to put dice on the close-up camera. Oh, remove the close-up camera when you hit it earlier. How many dice are there? Good grief.
I'm not done yet. They're hard to get out. There you go. All 12. Yeah, 12.
Okay, so it looks like there are 2 of each color.
Yeah.
2 gray, 2 white.
2 light green, 2
light
dark green, 2 blue, 2 red. Question what they all mean? No clue. I found
Well, they have different
the
things
text.
on. This is like a loudspeaker symbol.
Health, probably.
That's health, or maybe or wound or something. Or that's health too. And then there's an X. Looks like loudspeakers, X's, and like health symbol on the gray. The white. Oh, the white has a shield symbol on it. That the other one didn't have.
Device.
The light green looks like it has some sort of slashes. Those might be zombie attack dice. Like a 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage kind of thing. Or that's
4
6.
damage, 5 damage, 6 damage.
Oh, that is. So this is actually a 1 to 6 die. I got 6.
Just the scratches.
And then dark green has.
It seems to be like the gray one, but it doesn't have.
It doesn't have a double.
Yeah.
With the loudspeaker and the
Teardrop. The same
Teardrop.
one. Blue.
Oh, this has a different symbol on it.
Target.
Could be a target or a mine or something, a trap. I don't know.
Bomb.
Could be like a bomb. Yeah, 3 of each, it looks like.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
double.
there's a double bomb.
I'm going to guess bullets.
And red.
Loudspeaker only, it looks like. No, wait, there is a health thing on there.
Oh, yeah, 1 health thing, but 3 megaphones, 1 health thing, and 2 X's.
Ooh, I know, I'm betting something.
What?
I'm going to bet the gray, the green, the dark green, I mean, and the red are meant for the same thing, but depending on what's happening during the thing, you can only use a certain type. Because it seems like red seems to be the worst. Green seems to be second best, and gray seems to be the best. But
well, gray still
maybe
has 2 X's, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, the white could be a good one too. But
we'll have to see what they all mean when we actually try playing
the
the game.
blue and the light green are probably attacking
Which,
this.
again, we will do at some point in the future. But right now, we're just doing an unboxing today.
Here you go.
Did you show off the boards?
Nope,
Why are you handing them to me?
because I'm handing them to you.
Are we going to put them on the close-up camera? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
All right, we'll start on the left side of the board, and we'll kind of move it over as we go.
Maybe. Ooh.
So it looks like you actually have some cards you put down here. Probably either melee or ranged attack cards because it's gun symbol. And then it has like a butcher cleaver. And then you put some of the card here. Maybe that's a mission you're on or something. Looks like you put tokens up at the top here. Because there's like a...
Bullet, can,
Yeah.
vodka, pill bottle.
Well, those are probably just your resources up there.
tent.
We're just going to move over a little bit as we go. And then what happens is you put pegs in here. I don't know if you have the pegs. Oh, you do have the pegs.
I have everything.
You have everything.
Well, yeah, because I got the box. Duh.
So this game uses old-fashioned peg system.
And blocks.
And drop the board.
Okay, I'll grab it.
Thank you.
Just don't elbow me in the face.
Oh, I can't elbow you? That's not fun for me, though.
Get over it.
I don't wanna.
Ooh, I found the players. But I want to find out the player names. I'm opening a pack of cards.
Alright, so this game uses a pegboard system. So you would move your tokens up and down on the track. So the right side has larger numbers, it looks like, and the left side has less. So I guess you want to strive for the right side of the board, not the left side, if you want to try to beat the game. The top one is health. This little light blue one is health. The second one down is morale. The third one down is fatigue. And the fourth one is the experience points you gathered. Wow, that was noisy.
Uh-huh. I think I found the missions.
Okay. Then I guess that's enough for player cards for now.
No.
What?
Those aren't player cards.
Well, these are character boards.
That is correct, but they are not player cards.
Fine.
Because I have the player cards.
Oh, do you? You show some off.
I know, I just got them. The biologist. 5 health, 7 morale, uses 2 black cubes, it seems. 4 for the blue symbol, 2 for the red, 2 for green, 2 for white, and 5 for whatever yellow thing means.
I'll look them up while you're... I'll look up and see what other character cards are.
Ooh, and it seems to be they have starting items. The biologist starts with a knife, a G and C M10, 2 ammo, and 2 food.
So those actually match the color of the dice.
Correct.
So the blue one, the top number, I don't know if they can see that very well or not. Try to move the camera a little closer. Hopefully that's a little bit better for seeing now. I think we hit the camera earlier and moved it a little further away. So the top right number, which is the blue number, is your shooting number. On this character, she has a 4. The second number, the orange megaphone, is actually melee. The green fist symbol is actually strength, your physical toughness. The white symbol is speed.
Okay.
And the yellow symbol is mind.
Well, someone's got a lot of mind, probably because she's a biologist.
Yep.
And our next character is the cage fighter. Doesn't that sound lovely? Cage fighter. She has 2 for shooting. Damn it. Champs, I guess? What is it, the blue one?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'll have to read and figure out. I mean, the top one was shooting. It just says shooting. Represents your character's ability in range combat.
Siege Fighter is 2 for shooting, 4 for melee, 3 strength, 4 speed, and 2 mind.
That makes sense.
She's a pretty fast character. She's also got 5 health and 5 morale, I think is what it is. And she uses her starting items are Reinforced Bat, a Calt, right? A Count 9mm.
It says Calt, K-A-L-T.
Thank you. 2 ammo and 2 food.
I don't know what's a count. Maybe they're trying not to say Colt, and they made up count. I don't know.
I'm sorry, this next one doesn't look like much of a guard.
Hello, Ralph.
Answer your
Ralph
question
comes?
on how is this game? I have no clue.
We are just doing an unboxing today, kind of looking at the components. We have not actually played the game yet. We literally just pulled the plastic off the wrap at the very beginning. So what I know so far, because I haven't watched a couple things on the game, it is primarily a competitive-based game. So it's 2 to 4 player competitive, or you can do team versus with 4 players. There is also a solo mode, so I'm going to try to show off, hopefully, one of the modes. Maybe we'll try a solo mode, just to kind of start with that, just see how the solo mode works for anybody who wants like a solo adventure game. But primarily, the rest of the main modes are competitive against other players. So
For this one, we have the guard. I'm sorry, he doesn't look like much of a guard. If anything, he looks more like a sheriff.
I don't know. Looks like a scavenger.
No, the next one's a scavenger.
Oh, is that? Okay.
Yeah. So this one's got 2 shooting, 4 melee, 4 strength, 2 speed, and 3 mind.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
And you're right, the other 2 symbols were health and morale.
Well, I thought so, because it doesn't make sense for them not to be. Then we have this... Oh, and I forgot to say what the guard uses. The guard uses a hatchet, a Colt 9mm, 2 ammo, and 2 food. Okay, now you can take the...
But yes, Ralph, we are planning on streaming. Like I said, I'll stream at least a solo game by myself probably this week if I get a chance. So if you like, if you throw us a follow, you'll get an alert when we actually stream Posthuman Saga, and I'll put that in the title of the stream. So that way if you want to follow and see when it pops up, I'll try to do it in the afternoon. We're East Coast time, so probably late afternoon, like 8-ish p.m. probably, or watch a replay later. But I am planning on streaming this, hopefully solo mode, sometime this week. Scavenger up next?
Yes.
Okay.
Then we have the Scavenger. He does 3 shooting, 3 melee, 3 strength, 3 speed, and 4 mind. Overall, he seems to have like a rounded out idea of everything. He uses a hunting knife, a Colt 9mm, 2 ammo, and 2 food as the starting items.
Oh, this number down at the bottom left corner is experience. It seems weird they start with experience, though. Or is that how much they need to level, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. Out of all of them, I think...
Oh, no, that's your starting XP. So that's the amount of XP you get when you start, and you can use XP to upgrade your skills and things.
Well,
looks like.
Out of all of them, the biologist has the most.
Do they?
Yeah, biologist is 8.
Oh, cool. Oh, you got one more?
Yes.
So it does look like there are 5 playable characters in the main board game. We do have an expansion called Resistance. We'll open that one up soon, but we have a normal box open.
Which I think has another character.
Does it? It might.
I think so. And this is the Scout. So he does 9 shooting.
4.
Duh.
9. Where'd you get 9 from?
I don't know. I don't know why I got 9. He has 4 shooting, 3 melee, 2 strength, 3 speed, and 3 mind. Yep. He uses a knife, hunting rifle, 2 ammo, and 2 food. He has 5 health and 5 morale. I noticed that 3 of these characters uses a Colt 9mm as their ranged weapon.
Might just be the starting item.
The last people uses and then we have the Scout using the hunter rifle, and then we have the biologist using the GC-10 M10.
Mm-hmm.
Then most of them have some sort type of melee weapon.
All of them do. Either a knife, reinforced bat, a hatchet, or a hunting knife. Yeah,
so a bladed weapon for most of them.
Yep. All right.
Here's what else was in that box.
Where are all those?
I don't know. They're in the same stack as these.
So these look like mission tiles because they have numbers on the back.
That's what I said.
This one says 8C, so they're probably some sort of mission tiles or something you have to do.
Well, duh.
Yeah, these are missions. Missions you get in the game.
Well, the front ones aren't.
Oh, yeah, the other ones. Yeah, we'll have to get to it a little bit further. Once we actually figure out how the game works, we can explain more what these items all are. These were events. These were some sort of event tokens I saw earlier.
I'm getting characters out.
Oh, these are lightning bolts. No, these were events. Lightning bolts are events. So these are all events.
I got the characters. Should I show them off?
Sure, show them off.
Let's see if I can figure out how to do this one. This looks to be the caged fighter with a reinforced bat. Makes sense, because, yeah, she seems to be a badass woman. There's only 2 females, so this has to be the caged fighter. Sadly enough, none of them have names.
No?
No. This is the guard, I think.
I gave you the cards back, I don't know.
Yeah, this is the guard. Though he's the exact opposite of his picture.
Oh yeah, his blade's on the other side.
So is the caged fighter. These are all opposites. Why?
I don't know. Maybe you're looking at a mirror image of the characters, I don't know.
Then we have, let's see, this is the Scavenger. He's right. He's not mirrored.
I don't know.
Why are the first 2 mirrored? Sorry, I'm weird like that, and why don't cards match up? Then we have the Scout. He works too! And then we have the Biologist, who seems to not want to stay... And she's right too. Really? Really? The cage fighter and the guard apparently are both facing the opposite direction.
You'll be okay.
Does not make sense.
She's being a little nitpicky, don't you think? I think so.
I'm always nitpicky when it comes to characters and their picture.
Right?
Because I'm the one that paints them.
Well, at least they give you nice cards you can see the characters on.
Yeah,
so painting-wise, it should be
full
pretty
body
good.
ones, which doesn't happen very often. Normally, you only get like the headshot, which is really irritating. Or they give you the body, but it's like weirdly colored or something.
Those are kind of weirdly colored.
Yeah, but at least these are bright. They just seemed a little too bright for a post-apocalyptic world. Like, really. Like, the Scavenger's wearing almost entirely white. The Scout seems to be wearing navy and brown for the most part. The Guard's wearing green and pants. And the Cage Fighter's entirely in red. And the Biologist is mostly wearing blue. With nice red boots, apparently.
Cool.
Weird color choices, I have to say. Weird color choices. More things to show. Yay! Should I show a boss?
I think it'd be fine.
Because apparently I've got Bazooka. Bazootu. Bazootu. I think it's Bazootu.
Yeah, I guess Bazootu.
I'm not going to even try.
Or it's going to be Buzzu too.
Shut it. Shush. Shush.
I couldn't resist. I think those are just combat guys in general.
No, it says mutant boss right there.
Oh, it does.
Bazootu. It says mutant boss.
Because there's Hammerhead and Hammer Hands, which are mutant enemies. And they're just called mutant enemies, not bosses.
Well, this one says mutant boss right there. So,
does, you're right.
Ha. This kind of looks like a gorilla with a rhino head. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he kind of looks like he has like a rhino horn coming out of the top of his head. He looks like a gorilla.
He does look that way. I cannot argue with that.
Okay, let's see if I can get any other bosses. Come on, bosses. Come on.
Are they all bosses?
I don't know.
Cards? Are there any other ones?
I don't know. There's other things under this.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get them out. This looks like a scary lady, and I don't think I'd want to mess with her.
Cutter...
Catface?
Cutter Catface. They have some interesting names in this game, don't they? Cutter Catface.
This kind of looks like a Wolverine, but with them coming out of her arms.
It does look like a Wolverine. Yeah, they're coming out of the...
Actually, it looks more like Spike from Wolverine the X-Men, where all of his spikes are coming out of his skin and they're used as weapons.
So that's another boss. What's the next card? Another boss.
3.5.
Wow. So see, that one could be Buzzu too. I don't know. That's another mutant boss. So he has... I guess he has 3.5 arms, because that arm's not really fully formed. So I think that's why it's called 3.5. Seriously. Okay, next
I
card.
don't have a comment for this
Next
one.
card.
Next one.
Oh, look, it's Genghis
Genghis
Kaz. Or Kaz.
He
It looks like he belongs in Street Fighter, the video game.
Anybody else think his face is way too small for his head and that his head is too small for his body?
Those look kind of small. And his hair looks bigger.
Yeah, the thing is, his hair looks bigger than his head, and his face looks so tiny on his head.
Alright, let's look at the next card.
But...
Next card. What?
He looks weird.
Oh, these are reference cards. There must be more enemy cards somewhere. Those are all bosses. Got it. There must be another pack of enemy cards somewhere. Oh, yeah, these are regular enemies.
Well, that says human enemy right there, so I'd say so. Let's get the bosses back in their nice little bag. For them to kill us later. Because obviously we'll have a gorilla breaking through our house with a rhino horn.
Except it wasn't really a rhino horn, because that would imply it'd be coming out of his nose.
Fair enough.
I think it was more like he just had a...
tusk?
On the top of his head.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not going to question it, though. Because so far, that still isn't the weirdest monster I've ever seen.
Tainted Grail had a lot of weird monsters.
You think?
I played digital that one the other day on the stream. Oh, you broke it.
I don't even know what I dropped.
I don't either.
I know I dropped cards. Here, cardsy. Get back here. I know where it is. It's kind of reaching. Come on, cards. Get over here.
I still can't get this one open.
Give me that.
This one came open easy.
You couldn't get this?
You got stuck or something. I don't know. I couldn't figure out where the opening was. I couldn't figure it out. So these are this symbol. What was that symbol?
I don't know. They're right there.
Yeah, they are. What is that? Oh, that's a mutation. So these cards are all shaped with these little symbols.
We're
like DNA symbols.
mutating!
There apparently are mutations. So this one is Whisperer's Mind. Reduce your maximum, I guess, morale by 1. So they have a bunch of mutations as you're fighting in the game. It looks like you get a bunch of negative things that happen to you. Oh, and actually, here's a different thing. I have mutations and whatever this symbol is.
That looks like a people.
It is a people, but I'm not sure what the card type is.
Well, actually, it looks more like a person, not a people.
A people? A person? Oh, those are followers. Okay, these are followers. So we have different types of followers that will apparently follow and help us in battle.
I like how none of these have a name.
Yeah, they don't have names. It's like, oh, that's an athlete. That's a bird hunter. Then we have an explorer. Looks like Indiana Jones almost.
Very much so.
Then we have a convict. Then we have a fanboy.
He doesn't look like a
Oh, and then we have a girl.
Why do the monsters have strange names?
I don't know.
And then all the player or follower characters don't?
There's a guru and a nurse.
Well, actually, these don't make much sense either. Philosopher and a researcher. Okay, the researcher doesn't look like much of a researcher. I'm sorry, but he doesn't. Any more?
Oh, yeah, there are more. I'm trying to make room.
A rock star, a scout follower. Okay, does he go with scout then?
A scout leader.
Scout leader. Yeah, I probably shouldn't pair him up with a scout. He probably wouldn't follow. And a tattoo artist.
So this game has a lot of generic names of classes and things, not any specific, like, titles for people. You don't have named
Yeah, look at
characters.
these monsters. Wild dogs.
Gotta scoot it over more.
Oh,
Okay.
whatever. These are wild dogs. They're all wild.
Oh, they're all wild dogs? Okay.
These are an urban ganger.
An urban ganger?
Oh, I like this next one. Doomsayer.
Ooh, he looks like a doomsayer.
No. Put the cards back the way you found them.
I don't know how you had them.
The next one is apparently a hoarder.
Over more. Overmore?
Yeah, hoarder. And those are all the human enemies.
Oh, what are we getting into now? Now we're out of
Mutants.
humans? Mutants. Okay, let's see what the mutants hold.
The first one
Wolverine?
is called Twitchy.
Cyclops?
No, Twitchy.
Oh, man.
He kind of looks like an old man.
He does. How is he a mutant?
Good question.
Weird. I have no clue. No idea.
Well, the other ones have peaceful talks you can have with them. These you have to attack.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay.
Um.
Well, they have numbers on the back. That must be the level of enemy.
Yeah, probably. Man Shield.
Man Shield. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a really big guy with veins popping out everywhere, and all I can think of was Hulk.
He has arrows in his back.
Yeah. Interesting.
So he basically is like a tank to absorb damage. You know what I would equate him to in comics? The Blob.
Yes!
He
Yes!
kind of reminds me of the Blob. Like he just
Yes.
kind of absorbs attacks and things.
All I can think of is the person from Deadpool. Spitter.
Oh, from Deadpool to that one, you mean?
Yeah. Spitting acid. All I can think of.
Oh, it must be a good one. They already made her laugh.
The name for this one. Big Head
Big head?
Trapper.
Wow, he does have a big head. Is that a fishing net?
Yeah.
Okay, kind of weird.
This next one's strange. I don't like this next one's name. Hammerhead.
I should have told him it was Hammer Hand.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is Hammerhead.
That's the one that was in the book I said, look at Hammer Hand.
Looks like Sandman. It's the first thing I
With
think
a big old, like, fist that's made of rock or something.
Again, all I can think of is Sandman. Listener.
Does he have big ears?
No, big head, actually.
Oh. He should have big ears.
He's covering his ears, actually.
Oh, he is.
I think it's a she, actually.
Could be.
Hey, here's another human enemy.
I bet it's level 2.
Yes.
Oh. What's the? Just look at the very bottom one real quick. What's that one? Oh, there are only 2s. So it looks like the monster levels might go on between level 1 and level 2. So I don't know if that's related to the quest you're doing or the difficulty you're playing, maybe. But hopefully, like I said, we'll play this later in the week. And
Here's a
how it
Ganger.
works.
This one's female. With a reinforced club and a football helmet. We have a Master Hoarder.
You already have a hoarder?
Yes, it's just the Master Hoarder.
So I wonder if most of these are upgrades of like the first 1 level enemies to make them just harder, maybe?
I'm going to guess so, but I don't like the name of this next one.
What is it?
A Scalper.
A Scalper.
Yeah. This next one's just strange. Ultra-violent.
Ultra-violent.
Looks like he just got out of jail.
We're going to have convict, so it could be the upgrade of the convict class.
Yeah, that's a villain. That's a villain.
What was?
Never mind.
Okay.
Seeker. This is a mutant. I would say
weird
so because
limbs.
he looks to be double jointed in one arm and it looks like he's throwing spikes with the other.
Kind of weird looking. All right, how many more do we have?
Don't look like much.
Okay, I'll let you finish.
Yay!
Because we still got 2 more boxes to open, so I don't
Wild
spend all
one.
time just looking at cards.
He is only wearing underwear with skulls.